Sports. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss, 53 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point splits the points, and it makes the score 7-9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because, as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. It was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now he's free at the 35. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now Gino on first down. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. Here's Smith. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Smith. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And down right around the 37. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Fields. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. That is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they run the option on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marshawn Lynch, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Geno. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The final shot here before break. Smith. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third down and 13. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel flag, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Smith on first down. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to...
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run again with Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. There he goes right side. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Now a 2nd and 10. Fields. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, this defense have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about you.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Travis Kelce. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
I'll tell you what, he's got 2 touchdowns in the ledger already, and that very well could have been a third. They have had absolutely no answer for him defensively, and he's just run free all game long.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's 1st down. Now it's Fields.
And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
We've got a 1-score game. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
To throw is Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Fields. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Henry up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They snap it to Fields.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They start the drive with Lynch and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here's Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Cowboys 7, Rams nothing. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score, Cowboys 14, Rams nothing. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Smith to return it, taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down to the 43, second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fields flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Up the middle, it's Lynch.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.